From Dave Pilkey, the creator of the Captain Underpants series, comes Ook and Gluck, Kung Fu cavemen from the future. They're on a mission to save Caveland from the world's most evil villains, who threaten to destroy everything. Now, Master Wong will train them to be Kung Fu warriors. Can they defeat their enemies, even killer robots? Read all about it in the adventures of Ook and Gluck, Kung Fu cavemen from the future. From the creator of the world-famous best-selling Captain Underpants series. Available wherever books are sold today.
From Dave Pilkey, the creator of Dogman. Super Diaper Baby is now in full color. When duty calls, Super Diaper Baby and Diaper Dog soar to new heights. Join the crime-fighting duo as they face their arch-enemy, Deputy Dangerous, who wants to steal their powers and take over the planet. Can they stop him? Or is the entire Earth doomed? And what does this all have to do with Captain Underpants? Soar to new heights with the adventures of Super Diaper Baby, now in full color.
From Dave Pilkey, creator of Captain Underpants, Super Diaper Baby is back. Earth is in danger. The evil Rip-Van Tinkle and his cat Petey plot to snatch all the potties in the world. Only one person can save us now. Faster than something really fast. More powerful than the baddest bad guys. Leaping over buildings. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's Super Diaper Baby. He's back in Super Diaper Baby 2, The Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. From the creator of the Captain Underpants. The Captain is back! Captain Underpants! Now for the first time in full color. Go back to the beginning and see Captain Underpants like you've never seen him before. Laugh along with George and Harold's pranks. Experience the thrill of creating the coolest superhero of all time. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in full color. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. Make way for Captain Underpants! This time, he takes on an army of talking toilets. Now, can George and Harold team up to help stop these carnivorous commodes before they take over the world? Or will Captain Underpants be flushed away forever? Find out in Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets, now in full color. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. Make way for Captain Underpants! The curtain caped hero is ready for battle when imposters from outer space try to take over the world. Starting with the Cafeteria, can George and Harold help stop these out-of-control extraterrestrials and their army of evil zombie nerds? Or will the Captain end up as lunch? Find out in Captain Underpants and the invasion of the incredibly naughty Cafeteria ladies from outer space. Now in full color. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's tra-la-la. Captain Underpants in full color. Go back to the beginning and see Captain Underpants like you've never seen him before. Laugh along with George and Harold's pranks. Experience the thrill of creating the coolest superhero of all time. And revel in the defeat of Dr. Diaper. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in color. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. In the beginning, George and Harold created the greatest superhero in the world, Captain Underpants. Now the Captain is back, and together they will face their silliest opponent yet, Tippy Tinkle Trousers. Sometimes being a superhero isn't all it's zapped up to be. Captain Underpants and the terrifying return of Tippy Tinkle Trousers. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. Make way for Captain Underpants! Join George and Harold as they travel through time to face off against Tippy Tinkle Trousers and discover what really happened to the dinosaurs, what started the Ice Age, and how the cavemen learned to draw. Can the boys restore Captain Underpants to his rightful role of hero and save the world from certain destruction? Find out in Captain Underpants and the revolting revenge of the radioactive Roboboxers. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. Make way for Captain Underpants! Just when George and Harold thought their toilet troubles were over, a preposterous predator plots his revenge. Beware the Turbo Toilet 2000! And don't miss the time-traveling Robo-Squid! Will the amazing Captain Underpants be flushed away forever? Find out in Captain Underpants and the tyrannical retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. The Captain is back! And this time he faces his foulest foe yet, Sir Stinks-a-Lot. This vile villain and his stinky spray plan to take over the world, one kid at a time. Can George and Harold stop this putrid plot? Will they be sprayed with Riddle Kid 2000? Is all humanity doomed? Find out in Captain Underpants and the sensational saga of Sir Stinks-a-Lot. Read all the Captain Underpants books today. The Captain is back! And this time he faces his foulest foe yet, Sir Stinks-a-Lot. This vile villain and his stinky spray plan to take over the world, one kid at a time. Can George and Harold stop this putrid plot? Will they be sprayed with Riddle Kid 2000? Is all humanity doomed? Find out in Captain Underpants and the sensational saga of Sir Stinks-a-Lot. Read all the Captain Underpants. The Captain is back! Captain Underpants! Now for the first time in Soundorama. Go back to the beginning and hear Captain Underpants like you've never heard him before. Laugh along with George and Harold's pranks. Experience the thrill of creating the coolest superhero of all time. And revel in the defeat of Dr. Diaper. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in full Soundorama. Listen to the Captain Underpants audiobooks today. It's Captain Underpants! Check out this new anniversary edition with Dogman Comics. Meet the coolest superhero of all time. Created when best friends George and Harold hypnotize their principal. Now with a snap of their fingers, Captain Underpants battles bad guys with the power of underwear. Join the adventure. Then get ready for Dogman Comics. Laugh along as Dogman meets Captain Underpants. And Petey plots world domination. From Dave Pilkey, the creator of Dogman and Cat Kid Comic Club. Reading gives you super...
Tra-la-la! The Adventures of Captain Underpants app is now available. For the first time, see Captain Underpants in color and fully narrated with Bookorama. Move through the story like never before. Create your own avatars with Avatar Palooza and get your own silly name. Defeat Dr. Diaper, hypnotize Mr. Crop, and keep Captain Underpants out of trouble. Collect and play wacky sounds and other fun surprises like Flipporama. For action, thrills, and laughs, experience the Adventures of Captain Underpants Epic App. Available now!
What is happening right now? I don't know.
Let's try and leave and see what happens.
Wow, that's an expensive door.
From the studio that brought you Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and Madagascar.
Hi, I'm George Beard, and this is my best friend Harold Hutchins.
We just make comics and try to make each other laugh.
And this old guy is Mr. Crook.
George Harold!
He's the worst principal in the world.
Ever since you attended this school, you've been responsible for one prank after another.
Some of those must have been really hard to pull off.
Like that tiger?
Oh, that tiger was crazy.
Ah! I told you I would get you one day. I'm going to have you two placed in separate classes. We're going to annihilate your friendship.
George, do something.
Put the pen down, Mr. Krupp, or we'll hypnotize you.
What's happening?
When I snap my fingers, you will obey our every command. You are now the amazing Captain Underpants!
Tra-la-la!
I honestly didn't think that would happen.
This year,
Come, sidekick.
We gotta stop him.
Why?
Why, thank you, vehicle person. Ow!
Yep, we should probably go get him.
their greatest creation.
Captain Underpants, you can't actually fly!
I take to the sky like an ostrich.
Wow, he is super dumb.
He's now their biggest problem.
Stand down, you monster! I think I'm starting to tire him out!
Based on the worldwide phenomenon,
Hiya, class. I'm your cool little teacher, not some scary guy with a secret evil agenda.
guys, I totally got this.
Yeah, totally, he's got it.
Kevin Hart, Ed Helms, Thomas Middleditch, Nick Kroll.
When it's cut all together like that, you really get a sense of the scope.
DreamWorks' Captain Underpants.
Poor soul, you're trapped in some sort of invisible box-like prison.
Is it okay that I'm kind of loving this?
Yes and no.
I will set you free.
Oh, but mostly yes.
Dogman!
When the streets are held hostage,
Bomb! Break the dog! Hit the siren!
two of the city's finest must come together
Green, red, green? Wait, aren't dogs colorblind?
and fight as one.
What if we sew the dog's head onto the man's body?
Great idea!
Dogman! This super cop made friends, solves crimes, and even plays piano for the old folks.
Enough about this dog man. It's time to stop this super cop. He's not going to ruin my evil plans to destroy all do-gooders.
How evil can one cat be?
Pretty evil! Ha ha ha! Dogman, listen up. You're the only one that can stop him. With all your kung fu skills and your canine fortitude or whatnot. No time to waste. Cut it out. Stop it. Will you get out of here? Go and arrest Petey, and I don't care if it takes a montage. Buckle up! Oh, Dogman! You only have one job to do. Keep your eyes on those monitors. So if somebody breaks out your favorite chew toy and waves it around, you look at the monitors. And if somebody just happens to have an Eastern gray squirrel, you look at the monitor. Why do you always gotta lick the inside of my mouth?
From Dave Pilkey, the creator of Captain Underpants, meet Dogman. George and Harold have created a new hero. Part dog, part man, and all hero. Join this hero with a nose for justice as he sniffs out cantankerous criminals, rounding up rotten robots, fighting ferocious Frankfurters, and battling Petey, the world's most evil cat. Read Dogman. You'll howl with laughter. Dave Pilkey's Dogman. George and Harold have created a new hero. Part dog, part man, and all hero. Join this hero with a nose for justice as he sniffs out cantankerous criminals, rounding up rotten robots, fighting ferocious Frankfurters, and battling Petey, the world's most evil cat. Read Dogman. You'll howl with laughter. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. Join the canine crime fighter as he picks a bone with a terrifying T-Rex, sniffs out a stranger with mysterious mind powers, and once again faces his ferocious feline foe, Petey, the world's most evil cat. Can the heroic hound save the city in time? Find out in Dogman Unleashed. You'll howl with laughter. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, the courageous canine faces a cute kitten clone and his conniving creator, Petey, the world's most evil cat.
Will it be double trouble for Dogman? Or will Little Petey surprise the heroic hound as they battle the bionic Flippy and his beastie buildings? Find out in Dogman, A Tale of Two Kitties. You'll howl with laughter. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. This time he's not alone. With Lil Petey by his side, Dogman must snip out a cunning kitty sitter, battle Mecha Weenies gone mad, and rescue a movie star. Can the daring duo save the day? Or will Petey, the world's most evil cat, send them barking up the wrong tree? Find out in Dogman and Cat Kid. You'll howl with laughter. And all hero. With Little Petey and his remarkable robot ADHD by his side, the heroic hound faces his most formidable foe yet, fleas. Can the Super Buddies beat this band of baddies and their giant robot brontosaurus? And will Petey, the world's most evil cat, risk his rotten reputation to help them? Find out in Dogman, Lord of the Fleas, from the creator of Captain Underpants. Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, the heroic hound is framed by the frightful fleas. It's up to Lil Petey and his pals to free Dogman from the pound. But will the tiny tyrants and their crazed clay creation stand in the Super Buddies' way? And will Petey, the world's most evil cat, finally learn to be good? Find out in Dogman, Brawl of the Wild, from the creator of Captain Underpants. You'll howl with laughter. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. It's a whole new ballgame when the heroic hound's former obsession becomes his greatest fear. Will the devious Dr. Scum destroy Dogman with a bunch of burgle balls? And what will happen when Petey's paw pops in and a sugary superhero shows up? Can the Super Buddies save the day? One thing's for sure. This time it's not enough for the friends to be good. They'll also have to do good. Dogman, for whom the ball rolls. Be a Super Buddy. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, the Super Buddies face the foul Fair Fairy, the beastly Barky McTreeface, and 22 super angry psychokinetic tadpoles. Not to mention Lil Petey's greedy grandpa. Is the gang outnumbered, outmatched, and out of time? Or will the Super Buddies foil their foes with help from their friends? Dogman, fetch 22. Be a Super Buddy. Dogman, part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, Dogman's digging drives the meanie mayor mad. Luckily, the Super Buddies have the perfect plan to help the hound. But it backfires when Grandpa turns into the crazed crud. A giant lunch bag comes to life, and the mayor sends the good guys away. Now it's Petey's story to tell as he faces off with his father to save his frenemies. Find out what happens in Dogman, Grime and Punishment. Be a Super Buddy. With Dogman, part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, the heroic hound gets a super new suit. Lil Petey and Molly can't stop singing silly songs. And Petey reveals how his mom's love changed him. A love that lives on in Lil Petey. But things take a turn for the worse when Grandpa sets off 2 sinister sippy cups. Will the Super Buddies stop the apple juice onslaught in time? Or will all be lost? Not if they remember that love can win. Find out what happens in Dogman, Mothering Heights. Power up with Dogman. Part dog, part man, and all hero. Can our heroic hound and his Super Buddies defeat the diabolical piggy? Are the friendly friends really friends? And why is no one helping Petey? Can they step forward to save the city? Or does all seem lost? Will they all help each other? And what does this have to do with a mighty mite and a pile of pies? Dogman, 20,000 fleas under the sea. It's heroic, it's epic. You'll howl with laughter. Power up with Dave Pilkey's Dogman. Join the heroic hound and his friends in an all-new action-packed adventure. When the evil Dr. Scum unleashes an army of AI robots, the all-new Super Buddies are in for their greatest challenge ever. Can our superheroes defeat these vile villains? And will Petey return to a life of crime? Now it's up to the Super Buddies to save the day. Find out what happens in Dogman, the Scarlet Shedder. Dave Pilkey's Dogman is back. Join Big Jim on a big new adventure. When space aliens invade, our heroes must team up to save the city from being destroyed. Who will help them in their quest? How will past events influence the future? And will goodness and bravery prevail? Get ready to read Dogman. Big Jim begins. It's out of this world. From Dave Pilkey, the creator of Dogman, introducing Cat Kid Comic Club. It's an all-new adventure for Lil Petey, Flippy, and Molly as they help 21 talented baby frogs make their own comics. Together, they'll learn to tell their stories by doing what they love, making each other laugh, and even embarrassing themselves. It takes practice, but all the friends create their own comics in time for the show and tell party. Join in the fun. Cat Kid Comic Club is in session. From Dave Pilkey, the creator of Dog Man, Cat Kid Comic Club is back.
I'm Naomi. I'm Melvin. We're part of Cat Kid Comic Club. I used to think Melvin was the worst. I used to think Naomi was the worst. While we were fighting, everyone else was creating awesome comics.
Then something happened.
It helped me see things from Naomi's perspective.
And I realized Melvin could help me change the world.
Now we're making awesome comics of our own.
Join in the fun with Cat Kid Comic Club. Hooray! Cat Kid Comic Club is back from Dave Pilkey, the creator of Dog Man. Sarah Hadoff reports on the story of the year. Cat Kid Comic Club on purpose. There's passion, drama, raw uninhibited creativity.
Not to mention adventure and brand new comics with cool robots, a ghost dog, and unlikely heroes.
But most of all, this story is hilarious. Find out what happens in Cat Kid Comic Club on purpose. Dave Pilkey's Cat Kid Comic Club is back. Join Lil Petey, Flippy, Molly, and everyone's favorite frogs for a super fun time. Get ready to go on an epic ride with Chubbs McSpiderbutt. Run from a radioactive frog in Frogzilla. And see marshmallows like never before in Mallow Cop. Find out how the 21 baby frogs work together to create their most amazing comics yet. In Cat Kid Comic Club Collaborations.
Get Simply Piano and start learning this holiday.
From the creator of Dog Man, Dave Pilkey's Cat Kid Comic Club is back and
Totally fun for everyone.
laugh along as Naomi and Melvin help the Comic Club get their groove back with
Awesome new comics.
Frogzilla faces off with Mecha Frogzilla. Chubbs McSpiderbutt challenges Robo Chubbs. And join in as the frogs create cool characters using
Baby power.
Find out what happens in
Cat Kid Comic Club. Influencers. Laughter, comics, and more.